Hello, I'm Arvin Alston. I'm the head distiller here at Thistle Finch Distillery. I love being here at Thistle Finch, especially because the freedom to, innovate, all of our spirits. Lavender vodka, I've tried out different kinds of lavenders, like 5 or 6 different strains, until we found something that, really worked well with ours. Everything here is done manually. I don't really have much for monitoring, that kind of stuff. So like being hands-on, being creative, it definitely is hand in hand in this position. One of my favorite parts of distilling here is like making gin. Gin we do in pieces. It's a lot of sensory kind of stuff, it's a lot of smelling, a lot of tasting. To me, it's like the hardest one to make, but the most fun to enjoy. It also ended up being one of our most popular spirits, so you can find it in about half of Pennsylvania right now. So today we're going to be mashing our rye mash. Our rye mash consists of 60% rye, 30 wheat, and 10% barley. The barley is a malted grain, so that actually carries an enzyme. That enzyme will convert and help out the rye and wheat that don't have that enzyme to convert those starches to sugars. What we're going to do is take about 350 pounds of all that grain and put it into the mash tun. The mash tun's going to convert those starches to sugars. I'm going to cool it down, going to move it over with our big pump into the fermenter. The fermenter then is going to get the yeast. The yeast is going to convert all those sugars to alcohol. After about 3 to 4 days of that fermenting, then it's going to get through our big pump again into the still. Alcohol has a lower boiling point, so that's going to boil off first. So if you do slow and low, we can get alcohol to come off, and then we'll save all that alcohol as our main stripping run. Our secondary grain is wheat for our mash bill. Most distilleries use, if they're making a rye whiskey, are going to use corn. And that's kind of like a reverse bourbon, where like bourbon is a lot of corn, a little rye, and a little barley. We're skipping the corn process. The wheat will give you a softer, creamier whiskey versus just like full out sweetness that comes from the corn. So like we're paying respect or homage to the old school rye days when Pennsylvania, Maryland, and the surrounding areas were a dominant rye whiskey region. The history of this building, it was built in 1900 by Walter Snyder Tobacco Company. This was a big cigar processing place. We did a lot of the wrap around the cigar, so that was a special leaf, actually called the Burley Leaf Tobacco, which we named our bar the Burley Bar after the Burley Leaf Tobacco.